Hello friends, welcome to Ruhani-Tech Solutions. We are mainly dealing in IT training and consultancy, and we offer various services like real-time project-based training in technologies like Java, .NET, C, C++, Python, and solution to technical queries and real-time project ideas to students. So we have made an e-shopping system which is based on Java platform. So we can compare this application with other famous shopping sites like Amazon, Flipkart, etc., in which we have two rules. One is seller and one is buyer. Seller products are listed on portal, whereas buyer can add items in shopping cart and make payment via payment gateways. So today we will walk you through the functionalities and technical flow and tools implemented in this project. So agenda of of this meet of this discussion is to give you the project overview, functional overview, and technical overview of e-shopping system. So let's start with the project overview. So in e-shopping system is a role-based system. That is, we have two roles. That is the admin and customer. Admin is the seller, which lists his products or items on the portal, and customer is an online buyer, which places which selects the items or products and add to the customer cart and then check out and make the payment through payment gateways. Using this online portal, customer can do online shopping to buy a group of items by adding items in shopping cart and make online payments using payment PayTm wallet. We have used the PayTm wallet API to implement the payment gateway in this project. Also, admin can view list of orders and can update the status of order, that is ordered, dispatched and delivered. So these three are basically the status of the orders. Now let's move to the functional overview. In the functional overview, um, we define whatever the functionalities are implemented in this project. Like as already discussed, we have two rules, that is admin and customer. So in the admin can view list of orders of all the customers, and he can also delete the orders and update the status of orders. Whereas customer can view list of orders placed by him, and he can also add items in shopping cart and make online payments using PayTm wallet API. And other functionalities we have implemented are image slider, pagination, login, logout functionalities, and session handling. So let's first see how we have implemented how the functionality works in our local environment. So, so see, we have deployed our application on the Tomcat server. We have this is a Tomcat 8. We have deployed our war file on the Tomcat server, and you can also see that we have Tomcat installed in the C drive, C program files, Apache, Tomcat 8.5. In the web apps folder, we have deployed our e-shopping system.war file, and we are using Eclipse for the for Java coding, and we are using the GSP and servlets, and we are using the database MySQL database. You can see there are two tables we have created for e-shopping system, that is roles and order details. So in the roles we have defined the roles. There are two roles, you can see admin and customer. That is, we have already have one admin and two customers are already created, and other table is order details. In the order details, we have all the details of the order placed by the customer. So let's see the functionality. So this is the you can see this URL. This we are running on our local host 8080, and this is the landing page of the e-shopping system. So in this, any customer can come here, and if the customer is existing customer, so he can fill up his credentials, and he can click on login and do the shopping and make the payment through payment gateways. But if he or she is a new customer, so he can do the customer sign up and create his or her login. Like we can see that in the database currently we are having the roles as like one is admin and two customers are already there. Like Jitendra is an admin and Rohani and Ruchit are the customers. So now we are going to create one more customer and see how it works. So in this, and so we can assume a new customer comes in and access this particular portal, and he wants to do shopping on this e-shopping system. What he will do, as he don't have any credentials as of now, so he will go to the customer sign up button and create his credentials. Like say we are creating a customer name is Neha, and password we are giving, and role is customer, and click on register. So you can see customer login created successfully. So we can go to the database and we can refresh this table, yeah, and see a new entry is created in this table, roles table. That is Neha, and password we have entered as Vadva. This is role ID is customer. So this is a new customer entry entered into this table. So we can now from as this is customer login is created, so it will again go to the home landing page, and now the he will put his credentials Neha Madhva and click on login. So this is a customer login, right? Because we have already discussed there are two roles, that is customer and admin. So this is the customer role we have created for Neha. So Neha has created her credentials and login into the system, and she can she can see various tabs here like home, about us, shop now, order history, contact us, logout button, right? So if you see, this is the home page. If we click on about us, tells us what is the business we are doing, what is this application is all about. Again we are going to home. Shop now, we can shop we can shop the items and products, and these fields you are seeing as an enter address. So this is the field which is mandatory, without which we cannot proceed to shop in this application. So let's try without entering the address and click on shop now. So you are seeing that this is a alert that address is required, please enter the values. So this address field is a mandatory field in this application, so we need to enter the address. So this address will tell where the customer wants the item to be delivered. So like we are entering B606 Noida, UP, right? So now we click on shop now, then the system allows to move forward. Yes. Now you can see the list of items. Like in this in e-shopping system, the seller has displayed the list of CD items, CDs. Whatever the CDs the customer wants to buy, he can add to his or her cart, like, and the price of each CD is given, right? So, like, the customer wants to buy the items, so he or she can add it to the cart by clicking on the add to cart. Now, continue shopping, and like he wants to buy this CD as well, Joe Root, and add to cart, and he wants to update the quantity. He wants to buy this Joe Root 2 CDs. So he can update the quantity as 2 and click on update button. So you can see the amount here is updated as 28, as the one item cost is 14 rupees, and it will multiply into 2 as there are two CDs, so it will multiply by 2, 28 and 14. So the customer wants to buy one CD of this 86 true live songs and pictures, and one two CDs of Joe Road genuine wood grain finish, right? So now it will check out. So it will give the checkout page, as it will describe the quantities of the series and the price, and it describes the total amount, that is 42. You can see 28 plus 14, that is 42. And other fields like order ID, customer ID, it is a retail shopping channel, web channel. So it is all the details. It will create the order IDs and customer IDs as well. So all the details are here, and what are the descriptions, whatever the quantities the customer is purchasing, all the details, and what are the transaction amount the customer needs to pay. So the customer now clicks on the checkout button. When the customer clicks on the checkout button, the the flow moves to the payment gateway. That is, we have already discussed that in this project we have used Paytm wallet for payment gateway. So we are using the Paytm wallet API, and we have integrated this in our application. So that is the reason it will redirect it to this URL, payment Paytm wallet URL, right? So in this we are amount to be paid is 42, and we are paying it through net banking, ICICI Bank say, and click on pay 42. And this is a Paytm wallet test API we are using, for as we are using in our local system. So we are using, so these are the two buttons for the success scenario and failure scenario, and we click on the success, then the transaction details will come, in which it will describe the username, that is the customer name, and order description, that 86, this particular CD, the quantity the customer has purchased is 1, and Joe wrote the quantity purchased is 2, and the address of the customer, and order ID generated, transaction amount 42 paid, transaction is success, order status is transaction success, transaction ID is generated, and transaction date is generated. Now we can go to the database and see a new entry is entered into the order details. This one, Neha, and the order ID is generated, and order description, that is 86, two live songs. This is a quantity is 1 and your root quantity is 2, right? And it is the status is order and order date is given over here, and order status is given as transaction success, and address is given of the customer where the items needs to be delivered, right? So now let's go back to the application and click on home. Now we go to this order history tab and click on order history. So it will give the list of orders of that particular customer. Like this is the one, this is the one order which Neha has ordered. We click on this order. It will give the description of this particular order. There's order ID, address, and the status of that of the order is ordered as of now, and order details. What is the description of the order details and order date, right? So now the cost, and this is a contacts us tab, and this is a logout button. Now the customer has already done the shopping and he will now log out from the system, right? So now what happens, now the seller will log in. As we can see, we are in the roles table, we already have the admin, right? Admin is the seller, that is the user, his name is Jitendra, password is Madan, and admin is the role. So now the seller is the admin. So seller will enter into the application by entering his credentials. Jitendra, done, and click on the login button, right? Now you can see he will log in as a admin. The seller has entered into the system as admin, so the seller can see, seller or admin can see these tabs: home tab, about us, list of orders, contact us, logout. So in the list of orders, when he click on list of orders, he can see all the orders, all the entries done, created by different customers. That is, these Rohani has ordered these the orders, and or Ruchit, you can see Ruchit's order, and you can see Neha order. Neha has ordered only once only, so the entry is only one here, right? So when he, and you can see the status as ordered. So when he can click on this particular order and see the details, that what are the details of Neha, or the details of order ID. Order ID is generated for Neha as Neha underscore 2400, right? As you can match it with the in the database. That order ID in the database is, let's check this one, Neha underscore 2400. The same order ID is here, right? And the seller or admin can modify the status when that particular item is ordered. He can see, the admin can see this particular order, the and the customer address and customer details and all the description of the order. Now once the order is identified, he will, the seller or admin will dispatch this particular order, and he will update the status to dispatched. And okay, so now after, now it will click on the insert button and see the updation is successful. So now we go to the database and check whether this particular order is updated with the order as dispatched. So you can see As of now, in this the order of Neha, the status is ordered. Now we will refresh this order details table, so it will now be updated to dispatched, as the admin has from the system he has updated to dispatched, so in the database it is reflecting as dispatched, right? Okay, so now what happens after the seller or admin has updated the status and he logs out from the system. So now again Neha, the customer, enters into the application to see the status of her order. So in the order history, she will go and click on the order history button and click on her order and see that the status is updated to dispatched. So this is how the functionality works, and the customer and admin plays their role in buying and selling of the product. And now we click on logout. Okay, now so we have discussed, as of now we have discussed with the functional overview. Now we will move on to the technical overview. So in the when we talk about the technical architecture or technical from the technical perspective, so in this project we are using we have built this application mainly on the Java platform using GSP and servlets for front end and back end coding. And for database, for storing the data, we have used the MySQL database. And for deploying our web application, we have used Tomcat 8 server. And IDE for Java development, we have used Eclipse Luna. And, and we have used the latest version, that is Java 8, in this application. So let's see the architecture in the Eclipse, what we have done. So we have created, you can see in this Java resources folder, we have all different multiple packages, different packages, admin, business, card, and in this we have our Java classes, delete servlet, insert servlet, login, logout servlet, right? In util we have, can see db connection.java, in which you can see all the database connection related things are there. And you can see here also the multiple jars we have included here. You can see that PayTm checksum.jar we have included, as we are using the PayTm wallet, so we need to include this jar, PayTm checksum jar, PayTm checksum jar file, right? And all these are all the GSPs which are under web-inf folder. So let's see one basic login module. We will be discussing the technical flow, right? So this is the login page. So we will see how this login page works, right? Say if we are entering the credentials, we are entering the credentials of the admin or seller and click on login. So it will be redirected to admin login.jsp page, right? And then we click on logout, and now we enter some garbage value or something and click on login. You can see this URL, username or password, is incorrect because the credentials does not match with the credentials in the database, right? We have entered the junk value. So you can see here it is redirected to the login servlet, which is username. there's some junk value and password also. So login server, it is redirected to login server. So you see this landing page is nothing but the page which is described in the web.xml file. In the web.xml file, we define the landing page, that is welcome file index.jsp. So the control goes over to the index.jsp file and we see there is one username, password and submit button. And when clicking on the submit button, the control goes to the action, that is login servlet. Okay, so now in the we go to the login servlet, and in the login servlet we can see that whatever the request parameters are coming from the front end, that is from here, from you, when the user enters his or her credentials, that is user and password, and click on login, these parameters, request parameters, are fetched into the login servlet by using request object request.get parameter username and password, and stored in these variables. And then you can see in this logic we are connecting with the database, and select using the select statement we are trying to see to see whether the entries, whether the credentials entered by the user from the front end user is matching with the credentials already in the database. If if it if the credentials are matching, then the uh, the system allows the user to log in into the system. If it if it is if the credentials are not matching with the database, so it will give the error that the password or username is incorrect. You can see here, right? You can see the logic here. If username dot equals user, like this is the username which is entered by the user, and this is the USR user which is there in the database. So it is matching the credentials in the database with the credentials entered by the user. So if it is matches, and if it is admin, then it will move to in this block and redirect the user to admin login.jsp, because the role ID is admin. And if the role ID is customer, so it will redirect to customer login.jsp, right? And if the credentials are not matching, so it will give the error message as username or password is incorrect, as you are seeing here, because we have entered the junk values and click on login. So same message, username or password is incorrect. So you can see this username or password is incorrect is written over here in the code itself. And in the web.xml file, the entries of all the servlets will be there in the web.xml file. In the web.xml, you can see like login servlet, this mapping, this servlet and servlet mapping stacks are there for each servlet for registering all the servlets in web.xml file. So that's it from the technical perspective. We have already discussed the technical perspective and overview. Okay, yeah, thank you. So for any technical queries and project ideas, you can contact me as below. You can email me or you can call me on the given mobile number, and visit the website for more details. So stay tuned for more videos, and don't forget to like my videos, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.